This week, a long-time running studio sees major layoffs and possible foreclosure. Another former video game giant continues to close its office. Another big-name title gets delayed, and MecurySteam may be done with Castlevania, but they might be working on another big Konami franchise. I'm Handsome Tom, and welcome to the Game Heroes Weekly News. Well, it looks like 2012 continues to see game studios struggle. Radical Games, the developer behind Prototype 1 and 2, Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and The Simpsons Hit and Run, is seeing massive layoffs and a possible foreclosure from their parent company, Activision. The news was broken by senior designer Rob Bridget's Twitter feed saying, "RIP Radical Entertainment, 1991-2012. While Prototype 2 did debut on IndieP's group sales chart for April, according to Activision, it failed to reach a broad commercial audience. The publisher is exploring different options for Radical, and the potential sale of the developer is a possibility. Employees aren't just getting the pink slips, will be supporting other Activision projects for the time being." So yeah, another time, longtime studio is shutting down. It seems like in the last year we've seen a ton of these. It's sad. Speaking of studios closing, it seems Sega's woes continue as well. The once mighty company has been hit with hard times lately. Losing the Marvel movie license was a big one, but what do you expect when you make rushed movie tie-ins that blow? It looks like Sega will be closing several of their European offices due to financial troubles. The groups in France, Spain, Germany, Australia will be shut down. Sega's returning its focus on its core IPs such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Total War, Football Manager, and the Aliens franchise. We'll see if this new company focus will save Sega, or will they be officially shutting down their doors in the future. It'll be a very sad day in gaming if that ever happens. Well, let's talk about something that seems to also be a big trend this year: game delays. The latest title to get pushed back is Ubisoft's Far Cry 3, which will now be released December 4th instead of early September. The reason for the delay is pretty much like every other title that's been pushed back this year: it's for polish. Simply put, they want to make the game release the best product possible. It comes as a bit of surprise after the big showing it had at E3 this year, but it's an excuse I think we can all get behind. While it's been sad to see titles like Far Cry 3, BioShock Infinite, and others delayed, I think giving developers as much time as they need to make the best games they possibly can is a good thing. We hope other companies take note and don't rush unfinished projects. MecurySteam, the developers behind the recent Castlevania reboot, have two new titles in the works: Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate for the 3DS, and Lords of Shadow 2 for consoles. After the release, the group plans to step away from the long-time running series. They're quoted saying, "Well, I think it's about wanting to leave a legacy," said David Cox, head of development, in an interview. "I don't want to be in charge of a series that perhaps over a certain time goes into a decline. I'd rather go out with a bang and leave our legacy in the Castlevania universe." So what's the next step for the developer? Well, according to Cox, he'd love a chance to work on much-loved Konami franchise Contra. He says the group has an awesome original idea for the series, seeing that their full version of Castlevania turned out awesome. They want to see we're curious to see what plans they have for Contra. Just please keep it 2D as much as possible. We all know what happened when Contra went to 3D. And finally, here are this week's new game releases, or should I say release, as it seems like there's only one big title coming this week. It is Final Fantasy for 3DS. Sorry, that's it folks. For more kick-ass content, please be sure to check out thegameheroes.com. I'm Handsome Tom. We'll see you guys again next week.